is a quick tutorial on the new cfgEffect converter tool on the DayZ BoosterZ website. What this tool does is it converts any chemlight placed into an object spawner into the cfgEffect file that you can set a water jet or the cupid hearts or the smoke effects, the different colored smoke effects, or maybe a fire, or pretty much whatever the CFG effects that can show up will show up onto your server. So let's take a look at this tool. I'm in Editor here, and I've placed some poo-poo that I've resized up a little bit, and some more poo-poo that I've resized up a little bit. I've put a little PP down there. I've also put a chemlight, a red chemlight right there, and that's going to be where the flies are going to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click File, click Export, export to init.c, and then I'm going to name this Outhouse Poop, and then I'm going to export, and then I'm going to pull that up in Notepad++. Alright, so I'm going to look for my document in this PC, Documents, DayZ, Editor, and then whatever folder. If you put it in a folder, I put mine here, and I can see it right there. So I'll just open that up. So what we're going to need to do here is change this up a little bit. So we're going to make two separate object spawners here. So I'm going to just go ahead and copy this, and then paste it right below there. And we're not going to need this chemlight in that object spawner, and we're not going to need all of this stuff in that object spawner. First, I'm going to make the actual object spawner that we're going to keep and put in the server, and I'm going to go ahead and just copy all of that data there, and then I'm going to carry it over to the website. So over here on the DayZ BoosterZ website, we're going to scroll down here, and what we're looking for is the spawn object converter. And we're choosing for now Churnerous, and I'm going to go ahead and paste that data right in there, generate output, and this is going to be the actual object spawner that we're going to put onto the server. I'm going to go ahead and save it into downloads, and then I'll rename this and put it onto the server. And now we're going to go back over to that init.c that we had made, and I'm going to take this data out here that just has the chemlight, and I'm going to copy that and carry it back over to the website. And I'll go ahead and refresh this to get a new one, and we're picking Churnerous, and we're keeping the fill building chance again at 1.00, which means 100%. If you wanted only in half of the ones, you'd put 0.50, and that would put it in half the locations. So I'm going to go ahead and paste it in there. This is going to show up in a lot of locations, like over 400 of those outhouses. I click Generate Output. Go ahead and download this output, and then I'm going to go ahead and save it. And I saved it into my downloads, and we're going to go ahead and pick that up with the other tool. So the new tool is here at the top for now. It's right here, the cfgEffect converter. And on this, I'm going to click in the middle here and upload my JSON I just made right here. It's in my downloads. I made a few of those. So let's go ahead and select what we want. We're going to want flies there because it's an outhouse. So you can see here that all of these, if you selected the water jet for instance, shows you a little photo of what it is. We've set the water jet weak. If you want to see what the bonfire looks like, there's that. If you want to see what the fly swarm that we're going to use, that's right here. Or if you want to use a different, smoke, or the cupid hearts, if you want to set that. But we're going to be using the fly here. So I've uploaded that object spawner in there that we're not going to use as an object spawner. We're just using it for this. I'm selecting Churnerous. Now you only want to select this if you want the vanilla CFG effects that are at the ship and up at the Pavlovo military base or in Livonia at the airfield and all that. that'll show up here on the bottom of the or at the top actually of the CFG effect that we're going to do. It's going to create a complete CFG effect that you can pop right into your server, but by selecting that, it's going to put in those vanilla ones, and I'll show you what I mean here. We're going to go ahead and click Upload JSON, and it's thinking, and then there's this stuff. If you look in here, it's only going to show in the fly swarm stuff. It's not going to put it in that stuff until you click Download or Copy. So we're going to click Download Effect, and we can name it whatever we want here. We're gonna want to call it the CFG effect, but for now we're gonna just put in test CFG effect. It'll name its own. You don't want to name it .json. It'll name itself that, and then click download, and then you'll save it wherever you're gonna want to do. I'm gonna save it right here in downloads. Click save, and then I can open it up, and then here it is. You can see that the vanilla settings for the ship here are in here, and then underneath all of those we have all the different areas. We got area 1, so these are all of the 400 some odd outhouses, all with flies on them here now. So that's that easy. And then we can just upload this just as your CFG effect and replace your old one, or just copy paste this into your old one, however you want to do it, and that's it. Alright, I've checked about 12 locations. This is the last one I'm checking. It looks like everything is in just fine. We got flies, we got poop, and we got peas. So, yay! Everything that we needed. Alright, so looks like a successful mission. Thanks for watching.